자, 좀 더 이어서 해보겠습니다. 쉐이더 준비 중. 이게 시간이 많이 걸리겠지? 핸드폰 좀 충전 다시 켜야겠다. 연장권 언제 써지나요? 오늘 말고 내일부터. 바보 아니거든? 연장권은 그냥 제가 다 합쳐가지고, 그니까 누가 연장해주는 이게 아니라 합쳐서 몇 시간 연장되니까 그 시간을 쪼개가지고 연장을 할 거예요. 제가 알아서. 그니까 예를 들어서 뭐 내일은 뭐 2시까지, 내일도 2시까지, 그 다음도 2시까지 이런 식으로 연장을 계속해서 할 겁니다. 네. 이거 말 거는 거 다 초기화 되진 않았겠지? 저장했는데? 뭐지? 여기 휴게실 밖으로 가야 되나?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
쿠키 먹으려면 살려고. 이게 뭔데? 와우.
Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
레몬클럽은 어떡해?
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track
나
of what I'm
레몬클럽인데
learning?
어때?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
교수님을 따라서
Why
어떻게?
don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
아, 획득하기. 챌린지, 퀘스트 전투 필드 가이드,
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
아직 카반 아니라니까.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
아, 두은 거 있나. 안녕하세요. 네, 약간 그리면 상호작용이 없어 좀 아쉽네.
Revelio.
그래서 이거 좀 하고 가자. 이 문으로 들어가려면은 정체 드러내기 13 1 검이랑 이게 뭔 말이야? 거미가 13일 때 거미가 1이고 여기는 뭐고 이게 12일 때 너무 떨 때. 이거 이따양이다.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
풀려놓고 오케이. 이게 이렇게 되네? 근데 풀려볼 곳을 학교 내에 사용이 가능했던가?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
여기서 좀 약간 설정을
You can get almost anywhere in the castle.
이거 말고 이게 있으신데 왜 이게 이렇게 되지? 여기 버벅거리는데? 요 호그와트
Always
소리
something
있잖아.
happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls.
자기는 방어한 마음을
A mastery
집중한다.
of defense
오르가리
against the
원하는
dark
마법을 어둠의 마법
arts is
방어를
required for
필요로
those who
익혀야 돼.
aspire to become warriors.
Fortunately,
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the
그래요?
ever-gifted Professor Hecat in
진짜?
charge of our students' education in that regard.
오케이. 호그스미드가 뭔가요?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
버터맥주 진짜 맛없다던데, 그치? 나 버터맥주 그거 막 표현 듣고는 와 너무 맛있겠다 이랬거든? 근데 나중에 어른이 되고 나서 그러니까 나중에 맥주를 마시게 되고 나서 여기에 버터가 들어가면 무슨 맛이 나는 거지? 이러면서 역겹게 약간 맛없을 것 같다 생각했어. 근데 실제로 맛이 별로 없대. 그냥 그렇대. 잠깐만 이거 너무 추워서.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional
추워를 중요한
assignments for you
동의했다.
outside of class.
배우는 거
You'll be up
싫어하면
to
안 돼.
speed in
시험
no
문제다.
time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well.
메리
Enough
크리스마스.
chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of
필드
the
관리
field
지도를
guides map?
설명증에 설명하고
Of course.
있답니다.
Thank you.
그냥 그 서비스로 온 그 쿠키요. 맛있는
Good
거.
luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
대왕이 피고사 대하세요.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
아, 거짓말하고 싶진 않았어요. 들으셨나 보네요.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guides map? Unfold it and have a look.
펼쳐보렴. 퀘스트 열기. 퀘스트를 해서 어두의 마법 방어수 마법서.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
이런
Thank
거를
you.
얘한테 줘도 되는
Now,
거야?
it sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
호그스미드에서 일을
I shall
한다고?
reach out when I have more information
올리빈더는
about our
호그스미드에서 일 안 하지
mysterious
않아?
locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
올리빈더는 호그스미드에 이 호그와트 오신 걸 환영합니다. V를 사용하세요. 아, 이렇게 책장 뭐야? 저 어떻게 먹어?
Revelio.
책장 어떻게 먹어? 다이애고널인가 거기서 이랬는데 왜 여기서 그러지?
That's the last time I have a potion idea that I don't write down.
뭐라고? 뭐라고 했어 방금 나한테? 방금 나를 뭐라 씨부르지 않았어요?
Revelio.
(21) (17) 저거는 어떻게 뭐야 맞았는데도 딱히 반응 안 하는데 저 책장 직파일 끌어오는 거라고? 직파일 어떻게 끌어오는데? 뭐 어떻게 하는 거야? 내 피지컬 날리는 거야 뭐야? 아 개빡치네. 너 뭔데? 아이씨 몰라. 13, 21, 17. 아니 이거 어떻게 끌어오냐고. 공룡만 전거 아니야? 그래 알겠습니다. 아무튼 가지 뭐. 오. 너는 뭐냐? 내가 일단 말 안 하는 거야? 알았어. 그냥 입을 닫고 있네. 문을 벌컥 하고 열어버리네. 괜찮으세요? 피브스? 피브스는 요정이었잖아. 아니 유령이었잖아.
Revelio.
왜 부금은 그게 나오는 거지? 이게 노래가 뭐더라? 딴딴딴딴따라라.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
학생은 매년 들어오지만 그
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
레비오소. 레비오소. 체인 아바가 갖다 보면 언제 몰라.
Levioso.
레비오소.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
라죠? 재밌네.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
또 렉 걸린다. 잠깐만. 아니 이거 설정키가 어디야? 인벤토리 아니고 장비 아니고 컬렉션 여기 있구나. 그래픽 권장 중간 설정 적용. 뭐야?
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. Good. Well done. Very good. But
갑자기 사양이
the
엄청
best way to
늘었는데?
practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a
Duelist.
proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy. This can't be your first duel.
Let's just